Wedding week can be a crazy week, so we're trying to help make it a little less crazy by helping you remember what you need to get done in those final few days. Wedding week is crazy. I remember our wedding week, which is like 8 years ago now. Not only was there a hurricane bearing down on Manhattan, there was an earthquake.
Yeah, I was going to say we also had an earthquake.
We had an earthquake.
What does that say?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I never thought about it. Didn't read into it. Things seem to be going well though.
Things seem to be working out.
I'd say we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the earthquake though, that was weird. And then the funny thing about wedding week, at least from my perspective, is that, and I hope I'm not jumping the gun here like I have a tendency to do. But the thing with wedding week for me is like you have all these people that you want to see and spend time with and who expect to spend time with you, but you can't spend all of your time with all of these people because there's 125 some odd people, more or less, they're there to see you. And it's like, that's overwhelming. You're still finishing up work because hopefully you're taking some time off for honeymoon if you're lucky enough to do that. And, you've got to finish up your work, and your
wedding work.
And your wedding work. But no, seriously though, like it's a lot leading up to it.
It is. A lot of emotion, a lot going on.
You're tired.
Yeah.
Like all the things are happening. It's a hard week. It's exciting, but it's hard.
It is. I don't think people realize that until it gets down to it.
I mean, I had no clue until we were in the midst of it. And I'm like, oh my God, it's only Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot to be done.
There's a lot to get done. And I just need to look pretty.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying.
Right. Right. No, my wedding tasks weren't too crazy. You were very kind to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just like,
I'm a giving person.
You
what
are.
Can I say?
You are. So first and foremost, when it comes to your beauty regimen,
looking pretty,
looking good. When should I get my hair done?
I would ask your stylist during your trial when you should make your last cut for the bride.
Yep.
For the groom, I would say what do you think? Like a week, at least 3 days before.
Yeah, I would say at least a week.
Yeah, you don't want that like fresh cut look.
Yeah, like I'm rocking today.
Yeah, like you're rocking today.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks pretty good today.
It does look pretty good today. Yeah, Rob does a good job.
Yeah, the way to Ryan's heart is his hair.
It is.
Complimenting his hair.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then if you're getting your hair colored, I would say typically about a week before. But again, ask your stylist. They'll be able to give you deadlines for that.
And then after you've done your hair toss and checked your nails, when should I get my nails done?
Thursday or Friday before the wedding day. If you're having a Saturday wedding, so a day or two before wedding day.
Day or two?
Yeah, I would say like a day is ideal,
okay.
But two if things are getting real stressful the day before, like you're having a bridal luncheon and a rehearsal dinner and rehearsal, and it's just getting to be too much. Then 2 days before at the latest or at the earliest.
Theoretically, you would have to put your phone down. That feels like that would be a problem.
Yeah.
you couldn't text or anything or email.
True.
That would be.
Sometimes that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. You take a little break.
Exactly.
It'll all get done. What color should I get? I'm asking for me personally, not for anyone else. No, seriously though, what color should I get?
I think most people choose a neutral color. I would test out your color. Maybe try it on with your, do it a couple weeks before and look at it next to your dress and decide what you like, like a French manicure or like a neutral, ivory or gray or blush or something along those lines is probably the most common. But I also like it when people do pops of color, maybe something along the lines of like a dark navy for like a little moodier wedding, or something to go along with what your color scheme is for wedding day. I would just advise that you get gel or powder or something so that the color doesn't rub off on your white dress.
Wait, that's a thing?
It can sometimes if it's a dark color.
Ooh.
Yeah, so just be careful with that.
Yikes. The things you have to worry about.
I know. It's hard.
That's tough. I'm not even going to ask you this question.
Okay.
We're going to move on.
Okay.
Should you go to the spa?
Duh.
When?
Anytime. Is this related to wedding day or just in life?
For wedding week. No, for wedding week.
I'm sorry. Anytime is the answer.
Yeah.
No, I mean, anytime that week I think is great. Why not? Like, go to the spa and get a facial or a massage or whatever it is that, treat yourself to something a little bit, relaxing or whatever, for wedding week.
Yeah, I agree. It's taking a little bit of a break can be good. It's hectic.
Yeah.
So as far as like attire is concerned, when should I have my final fitting?
Even if you finished up and, done all your final fittings at the shop, I still think trying it on the week of wedding day, making sure everything is still fitting good. You don't need to go back to a seamstress. Just one last time at home to make sure that it's going to be perfect on wedding day. So I would try it on, Monday, Tuesday that week and just make sure that you're good to go and don't need any last minute alterations.
Perfect. When should I steam my dress / iron my suit? And you can't iron your suit, boys. Just make sure you use the right setting.
That's right. What's the right setting?
Wool, hopefully, if that's what your suit's made of.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I would say like typically either the morning of or the night before. If you're like staying somewhere and like have it out and you're going to get dressed in that same space, you could do it the night before too if you wanted.
Okay.
But morning of.
Morning of?
Yeah.
How long does that take? I know how long it takes to iron a suit. How long does it take to steam out a dress? It seems like that would be
It takes
quite a
long time.
task.
Yeah, it's quite the task. It's a long time.
Do you normally do that yourself, or is like a bridesmaid
I
help
would say
you, or
normally
tag team it?
Tag team it, yeah. But I mean, a lot of people will get it steamed when they pick it up, so it's already in pretty good condition. It might just need like a few spot steams. I don't know, just a few spots that need to be steamed.
Okay.
Like maybe at the bottom of the dress where it was kind of like in the bag and wrinkled a little bit,
Yeah.
or so you probably won't have to do the whole entire dress.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Never really thought about that.
Yeah.
It sounds like it would take a while
It would
because
take a very long time.
dresses can be big.
Yes.
Do I need to break in my shoes?
Yes. Especially if they're new, then yes.
Yeah.
Wear them around the house, break them in, scuff them up a little bit on the bottom so they're not slippery.
Yeah.
You do not want your feet to be uncomfortable. That is a long day.
Yeah. Same thing for the boys. Yeah. Scratch up the bottom because you're going to be moving around, busting a move.
That's right. You don't want slippery shoes.
No, you don't want slippery shoes.
No.
That's super important. And also, like you said, breaking them in, it's super important because otherwise it's a long day.
It's a long day.
A lot of walking and dancing, hopefully. What do I wear while I'm getting ready?
Most people opt to get either like matching pajama sets or like robes or something like cute like that with their bridesmaids. But make sure that if you're not doing that, you wear a button-up shirt of some kind. I've seen some people who get like white button-up shirts and everyone's matching and it has like their monogram on it. But something button-up or tie that doesn't have to go over your head once you get your hair done.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last thing I wore getting ready for your brother's wedding was a You're Killing Me Smalls t-shirt and had Chloe in a Smalls t-shirt, small onesie.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's because she was like 2 weeks old.
Yeah. Sweet baby Chloe.
And she was killing us.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. She's cute though. So
luckily she sleeps now.
Yeah. Thank the Lord. For as far as photographers, what are the details for?
Like the details that you need to have ready for a photographer?
Yeah.
Pictures. That's what they're for. So you want to make sure you have everything ready when they get there. I suggest the night before putting everything you want pictures of in a box or a bag or something so that when your photographer gets there, they can just grab them. Because you're usually getting your hair and makeup done. You don't want to be like running around trying to gather up all the things for photos. So you probably want to know what all the things are too, don't you?
I do. Tell me. What are the things?
Typically rings, jewelry, perfume. If you have any like family heirlooms, your shoes, your veil, if you have a hair piece, invitation, suite, and then any other like paper goods that you've had. Like if you have like a really cute save the date or bridal shower invitation or welcome bag, those kinds of things that you want a photographer to take a picture of.
What are heirlooms?
Any kind of family piece. So if you have like a hair clip or a pin or a ring, I have a lot of brides who maybe have a ring that their mom or grandma gave them that they want a picture of in addition to like their wedding band and engagement ring. Maybe sometimes people have little lockets that they put on their bouquets, so things like that.
One thing I will say from weddings that I've worked is make sure that your planner or your team know that those things are being used or somewhere, so they know that they need to account for them later.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time working a wedding and an heirloom, it was a pocket watch, had been tied to the bouquet, and that wasn't previously disclosed. And typically, you take the bouquets after the ceremony and the pictures and things like that, and you put them in a vase with water or what have you. That could have easily ruined the pocket watch had I not been paying attention.
Yeah.
So those are little things. And I know you've had situations too where bouquets, something's tied into a bouquet and they get left somewhere.
Yeah, you want to get those things out before they go in a vase somewhere for decoration, for sure.
But always make sure that even if, and they're super sweet and it's so sentimental, but you want to make sure those things don't get misplaced.
Yeah, you want your planner to know that those things exist, and you want your photographer to know that those things exist so they can get pictures of them.
Exactly. Do I need a pretty ring box? There's a lot of good options out there.
No. You don't need it. It's certainly something that's nice to have. A lot of photographers bring their own, and they bring their own styling kits. So that's something you can ask your photographer too. How are you planning to style all of my details? Do you have a styling board? Do you have rings? Do you have ribbon? Do you need greenery or flowers? If that's something that's important to you, I would make sure you ask your photographer that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I did see one time at another wedding where the photographer went, it was at a brewery, and they went and they grabbed hops.
Yeah.
From the brewers,
yeah,
and they put that in there. That was cool.
Usually they're pretty good at styling that kind of stuff. We've done it a time or two before.
That's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. The photographers are amazing. So as far as next steps, as couples are kind of getting ready for wedding week and thinking ahead to it, what are some of the key tips you would give them?
Make sure you schedule any beauty appointments that you want for the week of. Make sure you have a final dress fitting and know when your dress is going to get steamed. And then make a list or start collecting all the little details that you want photographed for your wedding day.